Hello. Hi, everybody. Okay, let me see if I can see myself. So, can you see me?
I cannot.
You can't see me? Why am
I just
I
see your
not?
background.
Huh?
I just see your background.
You see my background? Um, okay. When you're prepared, you over prepare. This is what happens. Okay, let me see. Background. I am so sorry. 1 second. Okay, here I am. Hello. You can see me now, Saret?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This live stream is going to be on and popping.
Yes.
Today we were very blessed, fortunate, however you want to say it, to have Miss Carmen C. Ray grace our presence with her knowledge of everything. We're about to bring her
Mhm.
on, but before we bring her on, I want to give a big shout out to Kim Bajoon's Body Bliss. Guess what I have, Saret?
Yay.
Kim, I don't know if you're out there, girl. I got my lip gloss and I didn't want to put it on yet. I wanted to put it on during the live stream so everyone can see
You're
how
going to do a
glowing it is.
live demonstration?
Yes, I am. I did one.
Okay.
I put it on my daughter's lips. You should have seen her. I have to edit the picture a little bit. We did it last night, so I want to make sure, you know, it's presentable. But here we go, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all, look at this. Thank you, Kim. I feel so
Mm.
fancy with my lips all glossed.
It looks good.
Yes, thank
It's
you. Oh,
nice
thank
and
you.
shiny.
You said what?
It's nice and shiny.
Yes, it is. It is. And I also want to give a shout out to Saret because she has been on it with trying to bring us some wonderful guests. And Carmen C. Ray, oh my goodness, girl, when you come on, I want to thank you and thank you for the last minute acceptance and also to sending us everything right away so we can get this show on the road.
Yes.
Okay, so you have anything to say, Sarat?
I just want to say welcome to our Sunday session, which is about our businesses, promoting small businesses, giving some information about starting your own business, things you can do to make your business better, or even business ideas. If you don't know what you want to do, um, looking at your passion, we can help you, determine what you can go into. So I know I'm actually in between thinking about what I really want to do because I've done a couple of things, but I really want to focus on my passion because once you do something that's in your passion, it's something that you love, it'll be so much easier and it'll be so much more successful because you're going to put your all into it. So, definitely, these are my well, no, I like the Wednesdays because we talk about real life things. But then the Sundays also, I love to support and shout out different people and highlight different small businesses, especially Black women, Black men. So definitely, I love Sundays. So we can talk about
Yes.
things. So we can make that money.
Oh, yeah.
So the theme for today is minding the business that pays you. Okay. All right.
That's the best business that I like to do. Oh man, I definitely love to do that type of business because everything else is not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to bring you a lot of drama in your life. And in order for us to heal ourselves, for us to progress as women, as Black women in this society, you definitely have to find something that's going to bring value to your life. I don't know. I think if I can I guess steal that catchphrase, I always want to say that, to add things, incorporate things in your life that adds value, because not adding value to your life, you're just wasting, your life away with drama and whatnot. Yes, drama may be good and stuff, but I think it's more so better when you're learning from that experience that bring drama to your life, and then finding an outlet for you to share so you can provide examples and scenarios for others to learn from. So that's the only type of drama that I like, and that's the only business that I like. So now, Saret, do you think I don't even want to do anything else. I just want to listen to her.
So I just want to say to people that are coming in, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for watching. This is the beginning of our podcast, well, blog. So we're pretty new to this. So we definitely appreciate the support, the views, the comments, the shares. And we
Yes.
have the opportunity to get stars. So we got some stars. Oops, sorry. My camera's rotating. Let me lock it up. So we got some stars on our Wednesday event. So we appreciate that. Just if you come in, if you are a business owner, just drop down your business in the comment, so that we can see and we can check you out. And then if you're interested in being showcased in our next upcoming shows, definitely let us know and we'll reach out to you. Thank you again for coming in, and we'll get started with our guest.
Okay, awesome. So without further ado, I don't want to waste no time because I want to hear what this wonderful woman has to say. Okay, she's the founder of Be Well. Let me bring her on so y'all can see who I'm talking about, y'all. Hi, Carmen.
Hey, y'all. Hey, ladies. Glad to be here.
Hi. Thank you
Okay,
for
so
taking up this opportunity to be with us. We appreciate you for being here.
I appreciate the
awesome.
opportunity to be here. Yes.
Okay, so let me give you your proper welcome, please. She is the founder of Be Well magazine. She is the sister of Kim Howard Brown. I think that's a good thing. Carmen is a
Yes.
certified women's issue and diversity coach. She's a certified business mastery and lifestyle coach and best-selling co-author. She's a mother, a grandmother, an expert retreat planner, and an exceptional entrepreneur who makes it her life's work to inspire women to be well in business and succeed. Some of her works are: she's the expert retreat planner, as I mentioned, workshop facilitator, and 2 Amazon international bestsellers. You have to share that with us so we can definitely check out those books. So without further ado, Carmen C. Ray, please take the stage.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Listen, ladies, I don't take it lightly. One of my big things as a seasoned entrepreneur, been navigating this journey for over 30 years, is that I understand the value of when somebody gives you access to their network. So I don't take it lightly. I'm so deeply grateful that my sister, my one and only sister, connected me with you ladies, because it gives me an opportunity to share what I do and to learn more about what it is that you do.
Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we sent you some questions. I don't know if you got them. If you can pretty much give us a little bit about your background and bring more light into the presentation that we made for you, so you can give more depth. And then whatever knowledge you want to drop, this is your stage. Go ahead.
Okay, all righty. So yes, I did get the questions, but I was on back-to-back meetings. I didn't even get a chance to look at the questions. But if you guys shoot me out a question, I am I've been, this is my life's work, so I really don't have to prepare anything that you ask me. I already got the answers at the top of my head, because this is who I am and this is what I do. So if that's not
Okay.
too much of a problem, if you guys can ask me the question, then I can share the answers with the audience.
Okay, awesome.
Definitely. We can do that. I know you're busy. Yeah,
Awesome.
so we definitely can do that. Let's see. I know. Do you have it up, Genevieve?
Yes, I have it. I have it.
Okay.
So we know the Be Well magazine, but the name of
Mhm.
your business, what else do you do? And
Yeah.
how can you help us? How can you help the women in our network, women in our community, and anything business wise that you can think of, your inspiration, everything. I'll let you say what you got to say, and then I have more questions for you.
Okay, I love that. Okay, so the thing that I am called to do, that I'm mission to do, and I'm purpose to do, is to support women entrepreneurs. I come from a legacy and a family of entrepreneurs, and I truly, truly understand after being in the game for so long is that you cannot build a business until you build people. And I think that it's something very, very genuine, something very powerful is when you get a group of women together. And absolutely, we need our men. We know we need our men, but it's
Right.
something about us coming together and becoming whole and making sure that we create space to share those stories, to share the journey. So before we even start talking about business, we got to make sure that we've done some self-assessment on what it is that we think we deserve. Who is it
Right.
that we think we can be? Because you can have all of the business and all of the success in the world, but you can still come to that abundance as a broken person. And if that's the
Mm-hmm.
case, you're gonna really risk losing everything. And who wants to make it to the top when they look around and nobody else there with them? So I'm just
Correct.
a big believer in making a situation and opportunities for all women in my network to do three things. Here's our pillars, ladies. And if you could put
Okay.
it in the comments, put it in the comments so we don't forget. I want us to be well connected. That means I don't need to be bigger than you. You don't need to be bigger than me, but we can share a community space because it don't matter who has doing what, there's a way that we can still complement each other, right? So I want us to be well connected and make sure that we're weeding out those women who have not done their healing and they're coming to every situation to be to compare and to compete, and so we can be able to discern that if we've done our work, right? So that's the first thing: be well connected. The second thing is to be well informed. Listen, 30 years in business, y'all know I've made a whole lot of messes. I done had a whole lot of failures, tons of blunders, but I've also experienced some high levels of success. So I feel like if there's some things that I have been traumatized by in business, it's my responsibility to help you to avoid those pitfalls, right? So we got to
Right.
be well informed, be willing to share the information. Quit trying to make people think that you always been at a certain level. No, we got a journey, and very few of us come to any level of success without having people to support us and to help us navigate. So now the third pillar, to be well inspired. Y'all listen, we are in a generation of social media abundance. So we can just sit there and scroll all day and watch other people doing other things, and we're doing nothing. And so it is so
Right.
important that we create a community to have inspired action. So here's what I like to tell the women in my network, and I want to share with you ladies, is
Okay.
that if you are consuming more content than you're creating, then you're on the wrong side of this. If you're scrolling all day, you're not making no content yourself, and then you are really, really losing. So Be Well Magazine is a company that's committed to helping women entrepreneurs to be well connected, informed, and inspired. And how do we do that? We make sure that we highlight women who maybe didn't have an opportunity to be featured in Essence Magazine yet or Oprah Magazine, but we're building a platform around the country. And we want to make sure that women in Texas, women in Florida, women in Illinois get to know about you and your brand, because people buy from who they know, like, and trust. And let me
Yes.
just take a little sidebar here for a minute. I am the exact opposite of my sister. I don't know what you guys know about my sister, but I never meet a stranger. And my sister is very antisocial. And when she told me about
She's
this
like
group of
me.
women that she has connected with, I was so blessed by that. Because let me tell you, she'll get her one friend, one or two friends from from grade school, and she would ride it out with them. She don't do people. I love people. I can never meet a stranger. So she has spoken so highly of you all. And she told me that she was traveling with you guys. I was blown away. So I couldn't wait to meet you. I'm like, these got to be some special women, because my sister do not play with no strangers.
Oh, well, we're happy to hear that. We're happy to hear
So I need
that.
y'all to know that y'all not the ordinary, y'all not average. She has a great spirit of discernment, really, and she can just spot out mess from a mile away. Where I'm a little bit more naive, but she is very, very. She has a spirit of discernment. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's what I mean about being connected, because we have women from all different backgrounds, and not everybody is as approachable. But it's something that you guys have created in your community that my sister was able to see your genuineness, and she just absolutely loved all that you all do. She speaks very highly of your platform and being connected to you all.
Well, thank you, Kim. We appreciate you. And we're happy. I'm happy that I met her and we were able to communicate and talk about different missions and goals in life. And now that we're meeting you, which is a bonus. So thank you.
Yes,
You're
definitely.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So now let me ask you about your personal journey. What brought you to being, or to creating the Be Well magazine, or to the platform, and for you to do what you do? I know you said you were a social butterfly, but what was your trigger? What inspired you?
Yeah, a couple of things that really inspired me about the magazine. One of them was really, really personal. But I'm 60, and a lot of people don't have a relationship with magazines the way that I had when I was a young mom, young mother, when I was married. Listen, it was something magical that happened in my household after I
You said
took care of a
60. I'm sorry.
husband.
You said 60.
Yep.
Yeah.
60 what?
Yeah, I'll be 61 next month.
I said the same thing, but I said, let me, because her sister, you look good, girl.
You look good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. But yes, I'll be 61 next month. So back in my day, listen, I was working, I was running a business, I had children, I had a spouse at the time. And there was something that magical that happened in my household when I would get that Essence magazine in the mail. Listen, I fixed that dinner early. I would make sure I poured up my wine or my tea, whatever it is. And my family knew, like, do not bother me. I had a complete relationship with my magazine. It felt like I knew the writers in the magazine. When they would promote different conferences, those would be the conferences that I would prioritize. So from back in the day, I've always had a love affair with books and magazines, right? So I kind of just dreamed of, like, man, one day I want to have a magazine. It was just a fleeting thought, nothing that I really, really put any meat to. But, sometimes when we hide our desires in our heart, only people that know about it is ourselves and God. So I literally have always felt really connected to magazines. So fast forward, 2014, I moved from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Arizona on absolutely a hope and a prayer. My six-figure income business had failed miserably. My marriage had failed miserably. So many things was falling apart in my life. So by the time I moved to Arizona in 2014, let me tell y'all, I had $200 to my name and 2 pieces of luggage. But when I came to Arizona, I wasn't coming to stay. I was only coming on a vacation. But it was something about the energy here and the experience. I just decided to stay, and I figured it out. But I left behind in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a network of the most incredible group of women who we had been through some things together with, did some amazing things. I got my coaching certification with a friend of mine there back in like 2010. Like, I had strong, healthy, important relationships in Milwaukee. So I moved to Arizona and I started finding another group of powerful women doing amazing things. And so I thought about, okay, I'm gonna create this Facebook community. It's called Be Well Magazine now, just so that we can network and I can introduce the Arizona women to the Milwaukee women. Like, who knows what can come out of this? And so 2018, yes, 2018, the stars started lining up. One of my business coaches and mentors, and he's our marketing director, Michael DeMond, has put together our magazine in a beautiful way. Then we had a young lady who grew up on the block with us. Her name is Crystal Thompson. She became our editor in chief. Like, the stars just started lining up. And so what the magazine really is a reflection of the love and the respect that I had for magazines as a younger woman. And I wanted to create that now for women, to make sure you have something sacred in your life. Even if you're navigating work, business, a family, have something that's symbolic, that's tangible, that you can create that sacred time just for you. You know, carve out that corner in your home where you can get you a good book or magazine, your favorite beverage, time for you. So with the magazine, we also have an annual retreat where we bring the publisher, we bring together the writers in the magazine, the advertisers in the magazine, and we get a chance to really come together and fellowship. And so last January, this past January was our 10th annual anniversary. And so we are gearing up to bring the people together today. It's just evolving, y'all. We have a new editor in chief. Her name is Jojo Pie in Saroma, and we're just doing some amazing things. And we want to be able to highlight women like yourself. Like, what is your business? What is your product and service? How can we help you to get it out there to the world? Because, see, when we do this, we can stop begging our family and friends. It's a big world out here. The people that's closest to you most of the time are the ones that's least willing to support you. But you don't need them. There's billions of people here. Like, you just got to get to the right people that want to support your vision and what it is that you want to do. Did that make sense?
That made a lot of sense. We agree on that one. So, you know, that's why we want to continue this push, because we know we can reach other people out there, and, you know, and they will appreciate, you know, what we have to offer, and vice versa.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important that we continue to share what each other do, so that, you know, just because the people in your immediate circle may not have a need for your product or service, but there is somebody out there that's waiting for you. You may be a coach, you may be an accountant. There's people out there that need exactly what it is that you offer. Like, we got to know the person behind the products and service. I look at how my sister literally came to Arizona. She found an event for us to go to on body butter on Groupon. She found it. She was inspired. We had so much fun making our own body butter. And I literally watched my sister during her vacation time stay up almost 24/7. And she launched and created her business right from while she was on vacation here in Arizona. She did her research. She became so serious about her product quality and all of that. So Bajoon's Body Bliss was created right here in Arizona because she seen something that inspired her. That's why that inspired action. Now, somebody else could have seen the same thing. They could have made notes and went home and sat on it for years and didn't do nothing with it. But now, because of her willingness to step out, now she has a whole website. She's in a couple different retail locations, and she's getting people to really see how important it is that we are mindful of what it is that we put on our body. So that's the kind of thing that we want to highlight in Be Well Magazine, so we can understand the woman behind the product and service.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, yes, definitely. So now, because I have my own business and I try my hands at different things. And then as Saret mentioned, we started this platform a while ago, Sister to Sisters. And this is kind of some sort of the things that we wanted to do, but we didn't have much of a direction. And she's a social butterfly. So she's you. and I'm Kim.
Okay.
But for
Okay.
me, when it comes to business ideas or business mindset, I always have it that no matter how terrified I may be to speak in public or to meet different people, but there's always something when it comes to business, it always clicks that, whatever fears that
Mm.
I have and stuff is out the window, which is why, I motivated her or forced her to
Yes,
start this, right?
yes.
Yes, for us to actually, do a live stream, for us to put out more content. I used to be doing a lot of reels and posting different contents and stuff to try to get people engaged. But then I figure, those things are kind of wasting time, or, content that's not bringing value to people's lives. And so,
Yeah.
excuse me. And so I decided, let's do something. And I told her, okay, I'll go on and then you can be in the background supporting me. And look at her in the background supporting me.
Wow, listen, I love this. And we're gonna take this to a whole nother level. Because what you said is so true. We can do all those little dancing reels and stories, we can do all of that. But if you are not pulling your viewers off of those social media platforms and bringing them into your world, you ain't doing
Yeah.
it but making the platform richer. So I love
Right.
the fact that you are doing this. So we want to make sure that Be Well is able to connect you with we have a program called the 100K Roadmap, where we help you to monetize your content to that first $100,000 in your business. We have a foolproof system where you can literally, people watching this live stream, we want them to be able to say, to learn more, join our email list so we can start nurturing those relationships. And
Yeah.
then now it's becoming more of a mutual relationship. Now you're not talking to just random people that's stalking your page, but don't
Right.
see any value or don't want to support you. Because when those people give you their email, the chances are they may be a potential customer or client, or you may have some way that you all can collaborate with each other.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Right.
yes, definitely. And in saying that, it took us a while to get started. So now, how did
Uh-huh.
you get started? What was your
Mhm.
process? Especially with the idea of creating a magazine where, I
Mhm.
think for now it seems like everything is online. But the fact that you were
Yeah.
able to streamline that process. So please share a little bit about
Yes.
how you got started.
Yes, yes, I am because I come again from a family of entrepreneurs. I literally, my father, may he rest in peace. I have literally seen him sit at a kitchen table and come up with a plan and a business. So I'm not ever afraid to try something. I just truly believe that if I write down a concept and an idea, it may not happen immediately, but I do believe that God has sent me the right people to help
Right.
it manifest if it's really something I feel called to do. And so when I started the magazine, and if you go and you Google now the success of a magazine, it would be a huge failure model. Like it would not be profitable in the way that people would traditionally look at a
Yeah.
magazine. But
Mhm.
I use my magazine as a vehicle. In addition to the magazine, I have a travel division of my business. And my
Ah,
travel division has approximately 180 business partners from over 24 different states. And we are a group of men and women. A lot of us work full time. Some of us have different businesses. But the one thing we do together, we understand that we want to make a living while living. We understand that we want to travel better for less. And we don't want to give nobody else the commission off the travel that we're doing. So
Right.
that magazine is a way for me to highlight our different trips that we do. It's a way for me to make sure that I'm connecting people with the resources. So I just really took what normally would happen at my events that I've been hosting for 10 years, and I put it together in a quarterly publication because that
ah,
is something that people are familiar with. It's something that
yes.
people can advertise in, and we do 4 a year so that you can have like a resource right in your home to say, okay, maybe I know I can go online, but I want this beautifully crafted and designed magazine magazine. So yeah, I remember reading about this lady and how she did it. Maybe I can pull it back up 6 months, a year from now, and I can kind of
Right.
follow some of the steps that she laid out. So the magazine is a couple reasons to have a place for us to just really shine and edify each other. It's a way for me to
Mhm.
highlight my business partners. And it's also a way for us to see how important it is that we share our stories. It's a place where we can come and share our backgrounds so that people can be inspired by that. So, to answer your question, if I would have looked at this as just a standalone separate business based on the Google research, I would have never done it because it was like, no, people are not, magazines, it was nothing really positive about it. But that's why when there's a business that you're being called to, you only gonna allow Google to tell you so much. You got to know what's in your heart.
Right.
Google don't know my experience. Google had no way of
Mhm.
knowing the plans I had for my magazine and why I was doing it. So it's just sometimes you just have to follow your heart and your what inspires you, and then organically, it seems like the right people will come along to help you to make that thing manifest.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
good. So now you mentioned your travel agency. Which one came first? Was it the magazine or the travel agency? And how did that
Yeah,
come
so
about?
I started the travel business in 2016. So it's been 6 years now, and I didn't know anything about travel. Let me tell y'all, the travel business came because I believe in supporting other women, especially if those women supported me. So one of
Right.
my friends that put me on to getting my coaching certification that I did my first co-author book with, she said, "Hey, you hosting all of these events at these hotels and things for women anyway. Did you know you could be earning commission off of that?" I was like, "What? I really?" And I had no idea because I would travel only for business, but not really for fun. And
Right.
I heard her and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Let me see what I need to do. But number one is I trusted and I believed in her. So she didn't have to dot every I and cross every T for me to join her in business because we had already had an established relationship. So I
Mhm.
joined the business. And I remember my parents was coming for the first time to visit me in Arizona, January 2017. So follow the story. I started the business December 2016. My parents was coming to Arizona for the first time 2017. So my father had limited mobility at the time, and I was living in a house that all of the 4 bedrooms was upstairs on the second floor. And I
Oh,
had
wow.
to make sure my parents was comfortable when they came. So I'm like, okay, let me get them in a hotel. What's a decent hotel I can put them up at? And I thought about the Embassy Suites, right? Because you get the free breakfast, the little cocktail hour, and you can get all of that. So I said we can get them in the Embassy Suites. So I called Embassy Suites, and it was like $189 a night. I was like, "Oh, I didn't have that in my budget," but that's how much the hotels was costing at that time. So I remember I called my friend that sponsored me in the business, like, "Hey, I got this travel business. Is there any way I can get a better price? Because this hotel is $189 and some a night, and that don't include the taxes and fees and all of that." She was like, "Yeah, call them back. Give them your agent credentials and just ask them if they have agent rate." And I called back and asked them, as I'm a travel advisor, is there any way that you have a travel agent rate or anything? And so that immediately gave me the benefit of a deeply discounted, that 189 rate changed to 99, and
Oh
I
wow.
was
Wow.
blown away.
That's it.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So I seen the value of what I had. Shortly after that, one of my business partners got her Disney certification. All these certifications don't cost you anything extra. She got her Disney
Mm.
certification. And that was a dream of mine, to always take my kids to Disney. But they grown and ain't thinking about going to Disney with me now. So I'm just like, I would love to take my kids to Disney. As a young mom, I always want to do that. So my business partner friend, she said, "Carmen, they are allowing us to bring a couple extra people with us on the Disney cruise." And I'm like, I'm going. I'll take this. And so that cruise was like $1,770. But because we were travel advisors, it only cost me $270. But it's a difference
Wow.
between traveling as a consumer and then traveling as an insider. So none of these things are entitled. You're not automatically going to give them. This is a privilege that when
Right.
these different suppliers like Royal Caribbean, all these different suppliers, you're no longer their customer, you're their partner. Because when I got on that Disney cruise, I became a believer. Listen, I didn't have no kids with me, but I was playing with other folks' kids. I had so much fun on that cruise. Only thing I was doing was dealing with a little guilt because I was like, I should have did this for my kids when they were younger. But I had a ball. But travel is an $8 trillion industry.
Yes.
And so many times love to travel, but other people getting a commission. We need to be building our own travel businesses, because now you can travel better for less. And it's also an opportunity for you to earn residual and leverage income. And I am on a mission to share that with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women in my network. So we deserve to travel. Like, I literally just got back from Jamaica, my first Jamaica experience. I believe all of us need to experience Jamaica. So
yes, I'm ready to go to Jamaica.
Yes, I had so much fun. So the travel business came first. But remember, the magazine was in my heart. The travel business, nothing I would have ever predicted for my life, because I'm not that tech savvy. I'm not a researcher on like property. I don't do any of that. But I have a team of people on my team that love to book other people's travel. I just market the travel agency, but other people that's super talented in that area, they actually do the booking. They get 70% of the commission for doing the work, and I get 10% of the commission for doing zero of the work. And that's the way I like to do business.
Work smarter, not harder. I mean, I'm down with that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. You have to sign me up, Sarette. That's another business I'm gonna get my hands into. Oh my goodness! Because I think
put my name before hers on top of the list.
Yes, exactly. Yes. A few years ago, we went to Disney, and we took a lot of our family members, and we had to split a villa. Was it a villa or one of those Airbnbs and stuff? But I think it had like 8 bedrooms and so forth, and it was pricey. I think it was probably in the upwards of close to 5,000, and that's only because we were able to get it at an earlier time frame and stuff, and then we split everything. So imagine if we had access to that service. We would have definitely, oh my goodness, we would have had a lot of money in our pockets for us to plan another trip and another trip.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. I would definitely
we just don't know what we don't know. Yes. As a matter of fact, I've already invited Sarette and anybody else that want the information, get in touch with Sarette, because every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I host a Zoom. It's a virtual information session so that you can learn how you can build that residual income in travel, as well as travel commission from the comfort of your phone or your home. And my job is to make sure I get that information out to you. So prior to the travel business, I did have a coaching business, but now I don't take any coaching clients that's not part of my travel business, because that's the area I want to coach them in, and I don't have to charge them now. So at first I had to charge people, anywhere from $150 to $300 an hour. Now, because we're financially attached through the travel business, I do not charge them anything. I coach them and take all of my coaching experience, and I help them to be successful, not only in travel, but any other part of their business that they're interested in.
That's
my. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes, I am definitely signing up. We will definitely be in touch. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful.
Yes,
Wonderful.
I would love to have you ladies. I would love to have you ladies. And so, yeah, I started the travel business in 2016. And then the first issue of Be Well magazine was released in 2018. And then I started thinking about all of the incredible business partners I had. And so I wanted to start highlighting and showcasing them in the magazine again, because yes, they were really serious about travel, but they had so many other gifts and talents also.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So how often do you put out a new magazine, like a new I forgot how you call it. Is it
Oh
every
yeah, the new
year
issue.
or
Yeah,
monthly? A newish, correct.
it's
Yes.
with
Issue.
four. We do quarterly, so it's for a year. Once we get the resources and we can build up our team and build up our advertisers, I would love to make it a monthly issue. But right now, we just have enough resources and enough investment to do it 4 times a year.
Okay.
Okay. So tell us, what can we find in the magazine? What kind of information?
Yeah. Yep. So in the magazine, you're going to be able to find information on resources and tools to help you grow in your business. You're going to be
Okay.
able to find a lot of inspirational stories about women entrepreneurs. You're going to be able to find resources on how to scale up your social media, how to be strategic in your business, financial resources, events that may be happening around the country. We're going to be doing some issues on human trafficking, domestic violence, healthy relationships, just things. The magazine is geared for women entrepreneurs. So we are always open to hear from women entrepreneurs. You tell us what you want to hear about. Last year, we had a beautiful segment by one of our powerhouse women in the Illinois area, Shauna Weatherspoon. She did a whole thing on making sure that our homes were decorated beautifully. So she would, give us tips on like purchasing a home or decorating our home. So you may have things that you want to share, things that you're an expert at, and we can have a conversation, and you may end up being one of the contributors in our magazine, and then people can look forward to hearing from you each and every quarter.
Yeah, that's good. Just like your business, Genevieve, that could be something interesting to help the people out with, finding jobs and doing resume writing. So this is what my sister does. Really.
Oh my goodness, it's a big, oh my goodness, everything happens for a reason. Yeah, so I have been wanting to do HR corner in the magazine, because that's the thing again that happens with women a lot, is sometimes we leave our jobs prematurely, and we
Hmm.
want to be able to reinvent ourselves at a job that can potentially complement the business we want to go in, because
Right.
sometimes we have to treat our, if our goal is to be a full-time entrepreneur, what other employment situations can we get ourselves into where we can build our business but still maintaining our basic needs with our employment. So yes, I would love to talk to you about featuring you in that area of the magazine. Absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh my goodness, Kim, you hooked us up today with your sister, girl. Yes, we would definitely be in touch. Oh my goodness. So now
Yeah, that's
let
a
me ask
huge
you, who
need.
is your,
Mhm.
sorry?
Say that again.
Okay, now I was gonna ask, who is your biggest inspiration other than Kim?
Well, my biggest inspiration is no longer here on earth, but is my father. He transitioned, but I just see my father make something out of nothing. He has always nurtured the entrepreneurial spirit in my sister and I, just two of us in our family. So we looked at a man that was truly a provider. So he and my mother, I've just watched them really grow businesses against all odds. I remember a time in the season where a lot of men, especially black men, were being laid off at different factories and different things like that. My father never missed a beat. He went and purchased him some popcorn trucks. He had popcorn trucks going all through different communities, and he was one of the first African American men in Milwaukee to have a fleet of popcorn trucks. And
Oh,
so I have just
wow.
always watched him do things like he educated himself on how to repair appliances. So he was able to have an appliance store. My mother and father operated successful child care centers for years. And they really, really nurtured the entrepreneurial spirit in us. So when I think about my journey, regardless of how difficult or how successful it's been, I always think of my father, even though I primarily work with women, but I know it is the stability and the strength that we get from our fathers that help us to do what it is that we need to do later in life.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
definitely agree. Yeah,
Mhm.
we can also mirror the same story with our father, who is still working and supposedly retired, but with responsibilities, and he doesn't want to add the
Yes.
extra pressure on us, that he continues to work
Mhm.
when he in fact should be really retiring. So we completely understand. Yeah.
And
Yes,
him
yes,
being used
yes,
to
yes.
getting up and supporting his family and working daily, it's like when he has a day off, it's strange to him. He doesn't feel like
Mhm.
himself if he's not
Yeah.
going out there. And it's like 7 days a week he's giving his all. So we can definitely not be lazy in that aspect, because if we watch him, we know how hard it is and how inspirational he is. So
Right.
yeah.
Yes, yes. And in fact, that's who
Absolutely.
keeps
Yes.
calling me right now. So I don't know if he's watching the live or what, but yes, he's constantly
I love
calling.
that. You ladies are blessed to still have your father here with you. That is such a blessing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes,
Mhm.
Mhm.
definitely, definitely. So now, what is
Mhm.
your next plan? I mean, I know you're doing it all, but what's next? What's next for Carmen?
For you. Yes.
Yes, yes. Well, what's next for me is to really take the magazine to the next level. I have a goal of about 500 business partners in my travel business for by the end of next year. Right now, I'm
Wow.
hovering right around 180, and so that is a clear, tangible goal. And my goal for the magazine is to have 10 a minimum of 10 full page advertisers in each issue. So and the rest of my time, I just really want to spend with friends and family and travel. Like was in June, I was in Mexico. And then a couple weeks ago, I was in Jamaica. I'm leaving Tuesday for Orlando. I'm going to be at a convention
Oh.
for our partners, and we're going to be at the largest Marriott in the world. And so I just feel like at this stage in my life, I want to be able to travel internationally, at least on a quarterly basis, and just keep
Mhm.
sharing the good news about entrepreneurship and helping people to understand that entrepreneurship is our birthright. And I truly believe that two jobs is for two people, and that time could be better spent with our family. So as many women that I can support and helping them to get to their first or their next 100K in their business is what my area of focus is for the second half of my life.
Okay, awesome. I see you have some good supporters here in the chat. And I wanted to
Oh,
read
good.
something from Christina. She says, God gave a
Okay.
vision and you oblige to pour your heart into the vision and have blessed many in the process. Love you, admire you
Oh,
dearly for it.
Hmm.
That's
oh, thank
nice.
you, Christina. Christina is one of my amazing business partners in that San Diego area. And pray for California. They got there expecting a
Yeah,
hurricane.
yeah.
That's the type of
Mhm.
she can support. She should be somewhere hunkered down because of that weather, but she's on here supporting me on this live. That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. Thank you, Christina. Yeah,
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
yeah, you for sure.
So, what would
Yes.
you
So,
say? Okay, good. Okay.
no, go
So
ahead.
what would you say to someone who's looking into becoming an entrepreneur but doesn't know where to start? What advice would you
Yeah,
give?
and this is gonna sound really self-serving, but I'm telling them from experience of owning a traditional business where my family had to invest $48,000 before we could even open the door, and we had a payroll of about 14,000 every 2 weeks. And so my thing is to take a business model that's low risk. The business to start your travel business is $200. You come, you try the business on. If something happens in the 30 days, you decide to go in a different area, you get 100% of your money back, no questions asked. You pay
Wow.
$60 a month to keep the doors of your business open. And right now, the company has produced 3 millionaires within a 7 year period. And then we have close to 100 people already that's earning over $100,000 in the business. And so that $200 investment, some people make the investment, and I just like to tell people the truth. They sit and they do nothing with it. They don't study the product, they don't share the information, and it becomes a financial burden to them. They just pay out their $60 every month and they don't do anything with it. But then you have
Mhm.
people like me that I am trying to make sure that I leave a legacy for my children and my children's children. And I'm taking it
Mhm.
all the way. I'm taking it all the way. Like I'm taking it around the world, not just in this country. And I'm sharing the good news with everybody. Because if you cannot be successful in a business that's giving you all the tools, all the resources for $200 and $60 a month, why would you go risk investing a lot of time? You just try it out because you're going to learn the personal development. We have an amazing personal development platform that helped me in my Be Well magazine business. So the things I'm
Mhm.
learning in the travel business is helping me in every other area of my life. So when people approach me about business, I ask them what would they be willing to do that they would do it with no money involved, because that's going to be something that you're more likely to stay with. What is the market telling you about that product? Because we can have the best made idea, but if don't nobody want it, what are you who are you going to be selling it to? So I
Right.
love the idea that travel is something that anytime somebody is not traveling, it's because they don't either have the money or they don't have the time. Most people want to travel, even if it's something local in their own community, even if it's a train, even if in our company, we can even sell concert tickets. So instead of you just going to concert and sporting events and spending that money and don't get anything back, you can even become a distributor of concert and sporting events tickets. So I like to really take people through a period of time and say, look, work with me for 6 months. Let me show you the system on how you can earn a very profitable business and travel. And while we, after that 6 months, let's talk about what you're more passionate about. Are you passionate about maybe having you may want to have a child care center. You may want to be an author of books. I have women in my network that can help you publish your own book. And so I like to see what a person's real, what is their real entrepreneurial spirit? Because a lot of people say they want to be entrepreneurs, but as soon as they hit the first bit of failure or somebody don't like their thing that they post, they ready to jump ship. So I like to really
Mhm.
build some endurance with people that I work with, because I'm totally open to them doing other things. But that is my honest advice from my experience. I only wish I knew about this travel business when I first started as an entrepreneur 30 years ago. It could have saved me a whole lot of stress and a whole
Right.
lot of debt.
Right. Mhm. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep. Good
Yes,
stuff.
Yeah.
absolutely. So now you mentioned books. And I mentioned earlier I
Mhm.
wanted to find out some more about your books, the books that you co-authored. So just in case if someone
Yeah.
wants to, yeah, go that avenue.
Yeah. Yeah, the very first book that I was a co-author with is called Raising Healthy Children in an Unhealthy World. And that was a book that I co co-author with a group of women. I went to get my coaching certification, and that opportunity was given to me. And then I did another collaborative book with a group here in Arizona called the Sisterhood Extravaganza. We got a group of women together, and I co-authored that book. It became a Amazon bestseller. And then about 3 years ago, I collaborated with a woman here in Arizona, Cheryl Garrison, 50 something lifestyle. And so we created a book with a group of collaborators that was called 50 something. And I just was thankful to collaborate with these women, because that's how you unify and get to the seller list, is because you get a chance to write the books,
There's a
and that means if you
delay.
had it, am I back?
The connection's breaking up a little bit. Can you hear us?
Am I back yet?
You're back. I think she has some signal difficulty. Can you hear us? Okay. Looks like she froze.
Yeah, we'll let her get I guess situated to see if she can come back on. But
Yeah,
as far as the book
am
that
I
she
back?
mentioned, raising, oh, she's back.
Say
Okay,
something now.
maybe not yet. No, no, I don't know if you want to come back and um get out and come back in, and because I wanted to talk about Sorette, the book that she mentioned, raising children in an unhealthy environment. Oh yeah, no, I think that that's definitely a great book for many of us to read,
Yes.
because of everything that's going on in society, and trying to raise children as if it wasn't hard enough and
Right.
stuff. And yeah, and although we have younger children, but we already know how difficult it can be.
Yeah, and even if it's not in the home environment, but outside environment, they go to school, their neighborhoods, you never know what they can be encountering. So definitely keeping closed mind of being that mom who can guide them even when you're not there. You're
Yeah.
not present to see what's going on.
Oh yes, yes, definitely. Because it's, and raising kids is difficult because you don't have no step by step book on how to do it. So if there's anything out there to kind of help in that process, oh yeah, I think that's definitely a great book for many of us to
To check
read
out.
and study, just to get better insights and stuff. She's still kind of frozen, so let me see if I can remove her,
If
and
you can
hopefully she
drop
can
her
come back
down,
in.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, she dropped
Hmm.
down. Okay. Oh my goodness, yes, this is exciting. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I am
we got a
so
lot of
happy for the.
information in 57 minutes. And I'm
Oh
excited
yes.
to move further and find out more about the magazine, more about the Sisterhood Network that she's with, more about the travel agency, which sounds very interesting because I'm going on a cruise this month, and we
You
actually
always
went
going
to
somewhere.
yes, that's gonna be my life. Okay, I'm gonna be traveling, so
I
get
ain't
you
hating.
and you gonna come. So yeah, I think that'll be a
Yes.
great opportunity for me to save some money and help other people, find their dream vacations, because it's timely to try to find vacations, trying to find homes, and if with that knowledge, I want to be able to help out with that.
Oh yes, definitely. Because even if you don't get, kind of like what she said, if you're just sitting around and not really using the whole, um, I guess platform or the connection, you can
Right.
save a lot of money just for using your status. Oh man, I
Yeah.
I am loving that, because you know, every time I go somewhere, I'm always asking for a military discount that I earned.
Yeah, she
So
always
if
want a
I can,
discount somewhere.
yes, yes. So if I can get my military discount plus, you know, being an agent, oh my goodness, that is awesome. That's a lot of money I'll be saving, and that's a lot of vacations that I'll be you know, taking with the family and stuff. We definitely got to try the Disney vacation again.
Yes. The cruise would be nice.
Oh yes, yes, definitely. Okay, she's not back on yet, so I don't know.
So sh-
Because I remember she
she
mentioned
sent a
weather issues.
message. Yeah, she sent a
Okay.
message saying, "Sorry, my internet is going down." So, but we do want to thank you, Carmen, for coming to our platform, to sisters, to speak to us about your business ventures. Giving us some important information on how we can succeed ourselves and how we can network and come together. We'll get the background information on the books and
Yes.
find out where we can get those books and read those books as well.
Yes, yes, yes. For the books that are on Amazon. So I know this is your favorite part. You want to read some of the messages, because I think Christina, she's a great supporter. Christina, man, I hope we can be connected too, because you are there.
Yeah, so we do have a Zoom that we were invited to later on. So hopefully we can make it so we can meet some of the wonderful ladies in the network.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
All right. Let's see. So a couple people agree with you on the military discounts and the discounts. So
Those
they
are my
welcome
people
the
right there.
discounts. Yes, yes. So we just got a phone, some new phones, and with my husband's job, uh, we asked for discounts, and we got some good ones. So those definitely came in handy. Let's see. Christina says, yes, she is. Carmen pours her heart into all she does, even in her relaxation, or even in her relaxation on travel. Connect with her is the best advice I can give from this interview. Thank you, Christina. We do see that she is
Yes.
definitely a benefit to us. So we appreciate that.
Yes, yes. And we hope that we can also be a benefit to her, to add value to her continued business. So anyone who is watching this live, definitely check out her page, check out her I would definitely say check out the travel business. We'll put that information a little bit later. Like you mentioned, Saret, around 8 o'clock, we're gonna come back and, you know, meet with her. So once we get that information, we can put it in the comment section. And anyone who is not here, you guys are missing a lot, but definitely catch the replay. Yes,
Yeah.
Christina, catch the replay. Reach out to Carmen. Oh, there she is. She's in the chat. Reach out to Carmen for all the different coaching session. But she said you guys are not going to get no coaching session if you're not part of the travel business, because it's a twofer. So I would definitely take advantage of that. Kim, again, thank you for recommending your sister. She is a gem, and I really do appreciate the connection that you guys have, and for you guys also extending your platform. Kim, your platform. Sharita, Carmen, your platform with us. And we hope that, you know, people that are out there that are watching can see how it's great to connect with different women. I didn't even know anything about her. All I remember after one of our last event, Kim mentioned her sister. And so, you know, since we were trying to get our bookings and stuff for this live event, then we said, okay, let's reach out to Carmen. Let's see if Kim's sister is available. And just like that, she was available. And look at all these things that she was able to
Look at
bless
God.
us with. So I am definitely, yeah, thankful, you know, for Kim and Carmen to come up and share all her knowledge with us. You got anything, Saret?
Yeah, so Be Well magazine. So check out Be Well magazine. That's Carmen's magazine, and she worked hard on it. So definitely sweat and tears. You guys will be seeing more of us. Like we mentioned in the beginning, this is all newer to us, so we're definitely going to go through the process together with your support. If you have any questions or topic ideas, on Wednesdays we do different topics about life, about just learning different things, speaking to each other. And then on Sundays, we talk about business, getting that money. So thank you guys again for coming to support. Share the live, catch the replay, comment. Let me see if I'm missing
Like our
anything.
page, like the event, especially, and then check out Carmen's personal page. I checked it out. She has a lot of interesting stuff, you guys.
Yep. Any questions before we log off? Thank you guys for coming on. Any questions? Final questions? Sharita did say that you have a beautiful smile, Carmen.
Yes, she does. And I can't believe she's 60. 60 what? I want to
Right.
be like you when I grow up.
Yes. All right, let's see. Okay.
Yeah, Sharita said, yeah, she agrees. Okay. So we don't want to hold you guys any longer. Last Wednesday, we kept you guys over the time. Thank you everyone for stopping by. We are sister to sisters, and we're here to inspire, to connect, to bring value to your life. And we ask that you please continue to watch, support us, support the people that we bring on the show, and let's grow this network. Not only Sister to Sisters Network, but grow your network, because the more people you have in your network, the more successful you can be. There's a lot of things that we would love to accomplish, but if you don't have direction, if you don't have the network, then you'll be doing it alone, and it's tougher to get to where you're going if you're by yourself. So definitely thank you everyone for stopping by. We love you guys, and see you guys next time on Sister to Sisters. Bye.
Be well connected, be well informed, and be well inspired. Bye, everyone.
Bye.